Welcome back, witness number one and number two, for continuation of your testimonies before this commission of the inquiry into local government councils and related matters. I want to remind both of you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair, over to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jawara and Mr. Darboe.
Good afternoon, Martin.
Yes, Mr. Jawara, do you at the level of council discuss the issue of internal audit reports?
Yes, yes,
Both the internal audit and the external auditors.
yes.
Please tell us the procedure you follow in discussing these reports and the steps that you will take based on the recommendations on the findings of the report.
Yes. First of all, when we receive a report, for example, when we receive a report from the internal audit, we call for a management meeting. Then from there, we will take it to the general council.
Now you have the um, the internal audit report for the external audit report covering the period 2019 to 2020. Was this discussed at the
Yes,
level of the general council?
yes,
Um, do you have the general council meeting minutes
2018, 2019,
2019, 2020
2019,
report?
2020.
Yes. Would you have that?
Yes. Then I think, let me check.
Yes.
Yes, I have one which is 2019.
May I proceed? We apply to tender minutes of Kuntawur Area Council meeting held on the 15th of April 2019. The venue is council chambers. The agenda is review of last meeting minutes. 2, Wasuka Park counterpart contribution. 3, the functions of subcommittees, that's the finance, development, and establishment committees. 4, review of ward projects for 2019 by councillors. 5, review of internal auditor recommendations for resolution. 6, staff terms of reference. 7, strategic development plan. 8, AOB. 2B, admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit.
Which ones? The minutes of Kuntaur Area Council meeting held on the 15th of April 2019. The venue was at the council's chambers. The minutes are signed by the chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, but this is not co-signed by the CEO. These minutes are admitted in evidence as exhibit and they are marked as LGC/KTRAC/SJ/002.
As the commission pleases. Now, you have discussed this in 2019. Now, why do some of the issues still keep on repeating itself?
Issues.
Yes, like for example, fraudulent claims, doing procurement without following the regulation. Why do we
Yes.
have it repeated itself when most of the issues are already treated?
Yes, it was discussed at General Council, and we asked the management to respond and
Yes.
address the situation.
Yes.
But as I have mentioned previously, that it was a process that we learned, that we
Yes.
are learning. Now
Yes.
things have totally changed.
Yes, but why do you have it repeated itself again all the time?
Maybe that was due to the management.
The ward allocations,
Yes.
how does this work in your council? You have about eight councillors?
No, 10.
10.
Yes.
So please tell us how the process of ward allocation.
Yes, the ward allocations, every year we allocate, maybe not always, not every year, but sometimes we give them allocations.
Yes.
That we want them to execute on smaller projects.
Yes.
Yes. So the allocation is always across the board.
Do they all benefit from it?
All, yes.
Do you have councillors that do not benefit from the allocations?
No, all of them.
Everyone receives
The same amount.
every year.
Not
every year?
Not every year. But I can remember last year, year before last, it was done.
It was not given.
It was done. Last year it was 50,000. Maybe year before last, sorry. Then this year before last it was 50,000, 2023, and 2024 is 100,000. And all of them. It's for all of them, yes.
Now, do you guys monitor to have retirements as well to know what this money is and how they were used for?
Yes, the planning director will do the monitoring.
Yes.
On behalf of the council.
And then, does he report to council?
Yes.
Every year?
And report to council, yes.
Does he report every year with respect to the state of affairs in relation to these developments and how these monies are spent? Do you have, you don't have?
The assessment, sometimes it is incomplete due to mobility constraint. As you can see, almost 3 years now, there is no mobility at the council.
There is no mobility at the council?
Yes, even the chairman is without a mobility. The CEO is without a mobility for 3 years now.
Why is that?
We cannot afford to buy brand new cars. We cannot afford to buy it because we have other priorities. Of course, mobility is a priority, but we have other present priority for our people. That's why.
This subvention that you are supposed to receive from the government, do you guys receive it?
Yes. It used to be a conditional grant. but it was later being changed as a subvention.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have this every year.
No, this started. Um, the conditional grant started in 2018. Yes.
In 2018.
Yes, and they will give us 2 million. Thing.
500,000.
500,000. Yes. As a start, that was the beginning. In 2018, they give us.
Will that be enough?
No, sir.
Why is it not enough?
It will not be enough.
But why? Want to know?
500,000?
No, I am not speaking for you and your people. You are the one to speak for you and your people. And I want you to tell the commissioners why that is not enough.
The council, 500,000 cannot be enough because only one borehole will cost you nothing less than 500,000.
That's not possible. That is not possible.
Community boreholes?
No, that's not possible.
Of course.
The amount of monies that are spent on boreholes, they are never done right. The contracts are always having issues in relation to kickbacks, in relation to conformity with procurement regulations, and this across the board. This across the board, and therefore you end up paying for more than you're supposed to pay for. I'm not saying you can't build a borehole for 500,000, but not the kind of borehole that they would drill for $500,000. That's my point. If we don't do it right, then it's a problem. But for $500,000, why is it not enough? Tell us what your budget is, what your development budget is, and why that is not enough, and what you think should be considered by the commissioners in making recommendations in relation to grants issued also.
Thank you. I'll be very happy to hear that, and definitely 500,000 will not be enough for Puntao.
Right.
Because just capital projects alone will go up to 9 million.
No, okay, go ahead.
And salaries alone is around that end. So 500,000 will be very small.
Your salaries are not factored in here. It is only for your development budget that you should receive about 25% profit. Yes. So.
But we should also have equalization grant. Yes, that will help us in order to be equal or be at least the same level with other countries.
So you receive the subvention and you also receive this equalization grant?
No, we receive only subventions.
But you don't have any equalization grant?
No.
Okay, so there are other area councils that are probably giving more money than you are.
In terms of the
subvention?
No, all receive the same, especially the rural councils.
They all receive the same amount?
Yes, as far as.
But Mr. Jawara, the issue here is as well, the area council, you don't do a comprehensive survey to know exactly how much revenue you can generate from your area.
Of course, lead council.
You get the point. You don't do that. So if you do not do that, you don't know exactly how much you can generate.
Of course, lead council. There is every year they do an assessment.
No.
Every year there is an assessment of revenue.
But no one knows how much.
Of course, lead council.
But how do you know that? Last time I asked you to produce us a document that will show that this is the tabulation of the revenue assessment in your entire jurisdiction to be able to give you a figure as to how much you can realistically expect in a given year. So that even if you have areas, you know these areas are to be claimed from these people.
Yes, maybe it is not done in that way. We don't have a general report on the rate assessment. But the assessment is done, especially the rates. They are assessed. And there is a form that we call Form A that will tell you that they will fill for the assessment. For example, if you go to a particular village, there are houses that are corrugated houses. There are houses that are grass houses. There are houses that are story building.
But these are done by the same revenue collectors that are expected to collect revenue from that area.
Yes.
And so you are aware of the revenue suppression by these revenue collectors.
Yes.
And so how do you trust these revenue collectors to give you an accurate figure in relation to the assessment if it is not cross-checked independently? If they choose to understate the assessment figures, how would you know?
Sometimes they are joined by the councillors.
Sometimes.
It is almost every year. Maybe the councillor will not go, will have another engagement, but they are always been informed to join the collectors. And sometimes the management will set up a team.
Yes.
Yes, that will be doing the assessment. Then after the assessment is done, then the collectors can go and.
No, for your area council, there has never been a team that was formed to do assessment. You have interviewed them. Here, we know it's the revenue collectors that do this. CEO?
Can I come in?
Yes.
When I was there,
yes,
these things, they have their own records.
yes,
The assessment of rates and taxes
yes,
has their own records.
right,
We call it Form A,
right,
that is the assessment books.
Right.
And then Form B, that is you abstract
right,
every village and give it to the alcalde. They are copies. That is, this is the amount you will be paid. Your village is supposed to pay.
right,
And then we make this thing, appendix.
right,
That is appendix. That is the total amount of rates and taxes
right,
within the division.
Right.
Sorry, within the LG,
Yes.
the region.
right,
We have about 5 administrative areas.
Right.
That 5 administrative area, we tabulate them according to Upper Salum, Lower Salum, Nyani, and then Sami, Nyani Ja and Sami. Then we know it. That is the total rates of taxes
right,
within the area. And when it comes to license, we have a choir book that they will go in December with one of the councillors. That is the finance
yes,
council. The councillor will go with these people, the revenue collectors.
right,
They will go from village to village and assess them. Then we will know that this is the total amount
yes,
for licensing.
yes,
Because when I went there in 2010, there was rampant collections. So I introduced that,
okay,
the choir book. Then when it comes to GSM companies, we know exactly what we're supposed to collect from them. Because at first it was yearly collection. Then later we have our tariff that we are supposed to collect by this thing, antennas. Then we know this is fixed.
right,
And then we know also government is supposed to pay us. That's the government rate. And
Yeah.
this is the fixed amount also. Because when I went there was none. But I established it. And then we have this amount to be collected from the government. Then we have these things in records that is supposed to be collected.
yes.
Yes.
Now, do you think there's a correct assessment done in relation to the revenue?
Yes, because we go into village by village. Then they will go to the shopkeeper,
By the collectors?
by the collectors and the councillor
No, the
itself.
councillors will just sit somewhere else. They
Yes.
will not go.
Because we have a query. Because when I went there, they were collecting 500,000,
Right,
600.
right.
But I improved it up to 1 million
How is it possible?
because of this thing, the choir book.
No, but it's not.
The choir book, and then when we went there, sometimes we use the police to go and collect, to be with the collectors, to go and collect.
When did you start registering $1 million?
We started in 2019 and 2020.
But you were there in 2018.
Yes.
So how comes?
Because
Was there no assessment in 2018?
2018.
Every year there's assessment.
Yes, I know. I said when I went there was no assessment.
Yes.
I introduced it.
Yes.
Yes. This is the problem.
No, but what is your revenue line? You have the tax, you have the rates, license,
Yes, we have rates and license.
and license,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You have also monies that are taken from at the market as well,
Yes.
of the market.
Market
right?
juice. Yes.
Market dues.
Yes.
You have that. You don't assess that?
No, we don't assess market.
Why?
juice. Because when you go to the marketplaces, at times it varies. This Lumo, you will have about, on the next Lumo, you will have, I'm giving you an
You can
example.
have an average expected income. That's my
And
point.
it depends on the individuals. It depends on people coming to the market.
But you know there is
Mhm.
an average income that you can register from the market.
Well, we cannot determine that because it depends on the people coming to the market.
You cannot determine the exact figure.
Exactly.
You can determine.
That is what we are collecting because it varies. This time, during the peak period, from January up to April, we have more money than the rain season.
So you know this.
Then the rain season, when the rain season comes, people go to the farms.
But you know this.
Yes, they come to the farms.
That's what you factor in.
Yes, this is what we collected. We have, that is different from the urban areas.
So for instance,
Urban areas, they have throughout every year collection. But we go from January, from January to April. And then when it comes to May, these people start to clean their farms and they will go back to their farms. And then the more will come down. And then gradually we'll go there up to November. Then December, we start to have it again.
yeah, but my point is we are not comparing you with urban areas like Burkama, Banjul,
Yes.
KMC. We are not doing that. What we are saying is if you do not access one revenue line, then you are going to have a figure that would not be realistic in your budget in relation to your expected income.
Maybe.
Your projection.
Yes, maybe.
You understand?
The projection is not always perfect. You anticipate it. Always anticipate what
Based on
But based on all these factors I am talking to you, based on the data we have from the rates,
we are speaking
data we have from the license.
we are speaking the same language.
Yes.
So the issue here, Honorable Mr. CEO,
Yes.
is that even the mode of assessment
Yes.
for the other seemingly fixed revenue lines like the rates and the license are not done correctly. Understand?
Okay.
Well, if they are done correctly, then you would have had your revenue collection to be very precise in relation to how much you collect. And those who have arrears, you would know. But what do we see? We see revenue collectors having monies that they will not even submit, that they will suppress. And sometimes it goes a long time before you even realize.
When I was living there, I leave the rates and tax areas. I gave to them because what I know is because of the assessment books. Because the assessment book is done in 3 lifts.
Yes.
One is the original, and the duplicate and the triplicate. Then when we are finished with the assessment, we cut the duplicate and give it to the alkali so that he can remind us.
Which is better to have? Which is better to have revenue collectors be part of revenue assessment?
They are part of it.
You are not listening. That's the problem. You're not
sorry.
I listen to you and you don't listen.
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm now asking you a question so that you aid the commission in relation to making recommendations in this aspect.
I'm sorry.
So I am asking which is better to have revenue collectors to conduct assessment by themselves or to have an independent committee every year whose task will just be primarily to assess revenue. Come up with a report, submit it to council. Council knows that this is the independent committee's report in relation to the revenue expectation or projection for the year. Then you can now dispatch revenue collectors to go and collect revenue. Which one is better?
I think the alternative is better. But you have to pay for those people. And then when the collectors are there and they are being paid for that.
No,
so
you don't have to pay them. You have to set up a committee. You understand that? There is a finance committee that can spearhead this. It can be done in the way of a task force, for instance.
No, I used to give task forces. That's why
I am not criticizing you.
Yes.
I am not criticizing you. We are trying to see how best we can have the exact, at most, near to certainty how much revenue can be collected in a year. So if you look at example, the amount of money that revenue collectors will suppress. One revenue collector will suppress, let's say, $119,000. Just one revenue collector, for instance, right?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
That is and you have two revenue collectors of the same amount, that's half of what the government will give you in a year. So which means you can make more money with the correct regulation in place than if you just depend on government entirely, which may not be sufficient enough. You understand that?
Yes.
It may not be sufficient enough. So if we have the correct setup, then you may make far more. And also to recover and take actions where necessary, where you have revenue collectors suppressing revenue.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. When I was there,
Yes.
I made a task force. They will go in December to go for this thing, how to call it, to register the trade license
Right.
from village to village. But that place is very poor compared to other councils.
That is?
The place, CRR not, is very poor. Business is very low in that place. Even we don't have a bank there. Only microfinance are there.
Right.
So it means that the business is too low in that.
Right.
So the activities is very low. So we were able to raise from 3 million, as I tell you, when I went there 2010. And when I was living in 2020, we went to 7 million. Because it's all because of what I established there, the tax force, both in this thing, raise and tax, and both the license. The license were 500,000 to 600. But when I was living there, it went 1 million.
So you have tried?
Yeah, we have tried. And
So
then
you
this
keep on
thing,
trying?
yeah, and on this thing also, when I was living there, I live in areas of raise and taxes. By knowing exactly that this is what we have to recover as when I was living.
Right.
Yes.
Now,
So, I admire what you have said is the most profitable for the council. And secondly, when it comes to government is supposed to give the councils 25% of the development project. And we are not receiving anything from government. We are just receiving consolidated fund of 500,000, and with conditional grant, it has to be that's something that you are going to do. For the whole of my 10 years, I have only only two. You see.
I believe that we wanted to hear or understand
Yes.
some of the challenges and what is the possible way forward.
Yes.
On the issue of assessment,
Yes.
it has been put to you that it's important to have an independent body
Yes.
to know it,
Yes.
so that at the end of the day you can make good projection.
Yes.
But you've equally told the commission that there are some areas that are so poor,
Yes.
and during the peak periods you recover,
Yes.
yes, a substantial amount of tax, and during the lean period
Yes.
you virtually have no income
Yes.
because of the fact that people would have gone to their farms.
Yes.
But the thing is, if you don't have an independent assessment done,
Okay.
you do not have the correct analysis made,
Okay.
you may not be able to, in fact, make projections as to what sort of projects you want to build in that community.
Yes.
Because if you don't have the data, you cannot make projections.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
It's correct. I admire.
The government has an institution
Yeah.
that is responsible for data collection and data analysis,
Okay.
which is GBOS.
Okay.
So what will prevent the councils from contacting GBOS to provide them with clear data? Because they have numerators, they have data collectors who are specifically trained to collect data.
Yes.
You understand? And these are people that can develop questionnaires, that can develop systems or metrics that would allow you, when you sit, to know how to project. You understand? Because for now, none of you is telling us
Yes.
what should government do
Yes.
to uplift, you understand, the situation of the people in Kuntaur Area Council, because you do not have data and you don't know how to go about it. So this is the problem. So if people are sitting up there, they must be in a position to think outside of the box and say, this is what we need to do to make sure that we attract investment, we attract people coming in, or for the resources we have, this is how we are going to. For instance, the subvention. If you give somebody 50,000, what is the councillor going to do with the 50,000? Why would the council not sit down and say, okay, we have been given 500,000. Can we look at a particular council area where we can invest in this and use the entire amount so that you do it year by year for other council areas, other than distributing it 100,000, 50,000. What is that going to? What sort of project? And you do not even have the capacity to assess whether they have utilized the money properly. So is it not putting the money down the drain,
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
I bought your idea.
Yes.
I bought it there. But
Yes.
even that money
Yes.
is conditional. It's attached to something.
Yes, it's because you do not have systems.
Yeah,
You do not have systems. You do not have anything. If they give you the money, you will distribute it and share it with the staff and the councillors. So that is why they put in the conditional grant issue, so that if they give you, you must be able to say that this is the project we are going to expend the money, and at the end of the day, show them proof that you have expended the money on the project.
Can I elaborate on that?
Yes.
Every year we have a bilateral meeting with the ministry.
Yes.
When we make our distinct draft projects.
Yes.
And then when we go to the ministry, we submit it there and we are told to come and defend it.
Yes.
So when we come there, they invite the Ministry of Finance to also to come.
Yes.
And there we all sit and discuss before this thing is approved.
Yes.
And they know that these people in the provinces, they don't have the resources. Most of the resources, because what we are collecting anticipated to collect is 7 million. And they know that. And then they give us their feedback. Go and do this. Go and adjust this. Put this away. It has nothing to do with the budget. This and this. What we are never told of that. And then we explain ourselves to them. The permanent secretary is there. The local government director is there. The people from the finance, they are all there. And we will let our complaints to them. Look at. I'm just going to give you an example. When I was leaving that place, I think what we are anticipated to collect it is about 17 or 18 million. We only collected 7 million. The budget is not true. It's not true.
And you as the CEO, you know that the budget is not true.
Yes, I know it. But they also know it.
So
the ministry, they even
who should bear the responsibility?
It is both the council and then the ministry. You know what happened also? When we were there, we have this thing, ministry, the directorate of the governance office. They used to come and audit us every 4 times in a year. Every 3 months they will come and correct. But that is not established before I leave. That is none, because they will come and audit us to put our house in order before the central audit will come a year round. They will come only once in a year, national audit. But these people, they will come 4 times in a year. But before I left, it was nearly 3 years. You don't have anything. They didn't come and inspect us. That's why when these people came, we cannot put our house in orders.
So, Mr. Chairman, do you have something to say?
Yes, thank you very much. Chair, I just want to elaborate on the disbursement of what allocations. It's not it's not the money that is being given to the councillors always. These are smaller projects like rehabilitation of seed stores, rehabilitation of wells, rehabilitations of boreholes that are already established and has problem. These are just smaller projects, because sometimes we have a project that is called UNCDF projects, and they are directly working with the councillors. So we are just trying to promote the decentralization as far as the UNCDF projects are concerned. But we don't use, when we have a bigger project, we can take it to a particular ward. But this 50,000, 100,000 that we usually disburse is just for smaller projects at their ward level. And we...
But Chairman, do you agree that these disbursements that you've been doing over the years is not properly accounted for based on the records we have seen? Is that a fair statement to make?
That is fair.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Now, I will just show you the minutes that you've tendered. I see that you signed the minutes of the meeting, but NFANSOU Darboe did not sign.
Yes, maybe it's an oversight.
Do you guys have a clerk?
Yes.
And who's the clerk?
Musa. Sam.
Why does the clerk not sign minutes of meetings?
You know, I have my copy, and the clerk will always have a copy, but it's always a challenge sometimes to have minutes being signed by all of us.
Yeah, but it should be signed, especially by the clerk as well.
Yes, that's true. What?
Yeah, so you can just look at it and see.
Yeah, I see.
You've seen it.
Yes.
Right.
It is. Most of our meetings are.
So there are very important issues discussed there, but we need to have the one signed by the clerk.
Yes, that is possible.
Okay. Now, just two more things.
That was my copy. Maybe the copy with the clerk that might have all the signatures, because I could not reach to the clerk. This is all from my office. This is where my...
Just two more issues. We have contract awarded to the Sinkandi company. I think both of you can recall, right?
Yes.
For the drilling of a borehole in Drame Village in 2019.
Yes.
At the sum of $500,000.
Yes.
And you also have contract for the upgrading of a borehole to the reticulation system in Nyangbanta.
Yes.
That was awarded as well to Sinkanding in 2020 for $300,000.
Yes.
Now, why? We've already asked you this, Chair. Why did you not follow procurement?
Maybe the CEO can explain that as far as this here. It was in his tenure. So I think...
You're not aware of this?
Of course, I'm aware.
So what do you know?
I think CEO is here. CEO can tell us.
But what do you know?
What do I know about the project? It was a request that was from the community. As you have mentioned, one was in Chairman Ward and one was in Nyangabanta Ward.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But you took part in this award?
No, this was done by the management.
By the management.
Yes.
And you're not aware of it?
No, of course I am aware, but I did not take part.
Okay.
Yes.
CEO, that's correct?
No, he has taken part.
He has taken part.
He was informed.
Explain.
Yes. You know, when this was 2020.
Right.
I have three of them here.
You have?
I have three of them here.
Yes.
With me.
Yes.
And I wanted to tender them.
Okay.
The two was given to Sinkandi.
Yes.
One for Draman in this place, Nangija.
Right.
The other one is from this place, Nyangabanta.
Yes.
And the canting in this place, Balanga.
Yes.
They were three in number.
Right.
One for Nyanija. When we discussed about it, then we went to the newspapers.
Right.
And then we put it there. And then this man, the managing director of Sinkandi.
Yes.
Mr. Sane.
Yes.
As you know, he went, he have seen it, he come, we had a meeting, and then we give it to him. And then for this thing, Nyangabanta, the councillor of Nyangabanta is a friend to Mr. Sane. So he identified Mr. Sane in the meeting, and we give it to him when we have that meeting.
Who identified Mr. Sane?
Huh?
Who identified Mr. Sane?
Mr. Sane.
Who identified?
It was identified by the councillor, the then councillor,
Yes.
Pawali. Pawali.
Yes.
It was a friend of Mr. Sane.
Okay.
Yes, he identified it. And then the third one was identified by the chairman, Ablaim Book. It was for the 5 canteens. When we have the meeting, we meet and then we give it out to them. Yes. Through the development committee. We don't have contract committee by then. We have only three committees: finance committee, established committee, and development committee.
Why was there no contract committee?
Because by then we don't have huge amount for this thing.
No, but there's procurement done.
Yes.
Which is which is almost every day that you guys engage in procurement activities.
Yeah.
So you need a contract committee.
No, for us.
It is the backbone of all other committees.
Yes, I know. But for us, the CEO has the mandate from 1,000 up to 50,000. He can give it.
That is a mandate.
Mandate.
So you guys had the authorization limit for?
Yes, we have the threshold for it from the GPPA.
Okay.
And then we can give up to 550,000 and give up to 500,000 from the thresholds what we have from the GPPA. That's why we sit together and then we dispose it.
Okay.
Yes.
So GPPA, this seems to be an understanding issue.
Yes.
There's no such threshold like that.
Yes.
In that language. I mean, there is no such threshold like the way you understand it.
Yes.
That the CEO can give a contract up to 500,000, so on and so forth. No, what you have is different procurement methods.
Yes.
Of course, there's a monetary threshold.
Yes.
But then the important thing is the procurement method. And so much so that every procurement should be done by way of tender. That should be the general the portion of procurement. So even in where you are saying the amount is 500,000, you have to do request for quotation. You understand that? So it is still giving opportunity for competition. You understand that? That's the idea. The idea is not to defeat competition. The intention for there to be competition. But what is obtaining here is that there would not have been fair competition from.
I know it is not fair. Since I came here
Yes.
twice, I told you that we are not doing this procurement method.
Yes.
I told you, Frank, we are not doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We are not doing it.
So we will check these documents. I believe we have them.
Yes.
We will check these documents. If we have them, then we will not. There will not be a need to tender it. If not, then we will. For Sinkanding,
yes,
you wrote to Sinkanding Company Limited on the 3rd of March 2020, stating that you have deducted 10% withholding tax.
Yes.
Was that deducted?
It was deducted and paid.
Paid to GRA.
GRA, yes.
Okay. Do you do that for other contracts as well?
No, for me, no.
Okay. Is there any reason why this one is done but some are not done?
For Sinkandi, it was a tune of 500,000. Then I said he should pay $10,000. Okay. But for the other one is 300,000. So I told him not to pay this thing, local tax. He will pay the local tax and he will not pay this thing, which whole thing.
Which was wrong?
Which was wrong. He paid our tax.
I said which was wrong.
It was wrong, but I told him.
Okay.
The manager told him that he should pay our license.
The last issue is canteens. Canteens were in Balangar village. Do you recall this?
Yes.
Where you had there were 5 canteens in Balangar village?
Yes.
Given to Wisdom Construction in 2020?
Yes.
This also didn't pass through procurement process?
No, it doesn't pass through procurement.
Okay.
You know,
And the chairman was aware of this as well?
Yes, we gave it.
Yes.
Yes, I have it here. The minute we,
The minutes?
yeah, the
Yes,
minutes. Mm.
we apply to tender the minutes of meeting dated the 11th of May 2020 to be added to evidence and marked as exhibit.
Kuntaur Area Council Development Subcommittee meeting dated the 11th of May 2020, and the venue was the council chambers. And the minutes are not signed. The said minutes are admitted in evidence, and they're marked as LGC/KTRAC/SJ/003.
As the commission places. Unless there are questions for the witnesses, this will be all.
Eyes for this one. Told that Mr. Darboe, this document is presented by Mr. Darboe for admission. Is it from Mr. Darboe? Is it from? Okay, so it's LGC/KTRAC/N NFD/006.
As the commission places. Unless there are questions for the witnesses, these are all the questions we have for them.
Okay, sorry, let me just quickly ask. Mr. Chairman, just some few questions. Do you agree that on the issue of financial management, the council did fail in following a proper process? Is that correct?
Yes, lead council. Sorry, let's Commissioner.
Yes, on the staffing, appointments, and salaries, would it be correct to say that this area was not also dealt with properly, given the fact that there has been overstaffing, there have been salary issues, there have been so many problems. So do you agree that there has also been some serious lapses in this area?
In terms
No,
of
it's
yes,
just a
yes,
yes or no, and
yeah,
then
yes, lead
all
council.
right.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
On the issue of also asset management and property transaction, will it be fair or correct to say that there were also some serious lapses in that?
Yes, Commissioner.
Thank you. Also, on the issue of governance and compliance, there were also serious lapses and lack of compliance with the instruments that govern you.
Yes.
And would it also be fair to say that there have been systematic weaknesses within the system? Weaknesses in terms of, compliance, following due process, etc., etc.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Davo and
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for coming. But in the event that we come across the issues, you have just given us some documents. We will look at it, and if there is the need to call you back to help us clarify, we will do so. But in any case, thank you so much for coming forward and helping us understand some of the issues. Thank you.
I want
You are
to say
discharged.
this, if at all you,
Yes, you can speak to the
Chairman.
deputy registrar. Thank you. Please call in the next minute.
Deputy.
I've also been dis-
After
Yes.
I've also been discharged.
Yes, you have been discharged. Both of you are discharged.
Okay.
Yes. It's time we will rise and come back. Minute.